Rivets. A rivet is a type of mechanical fastener that used to connect or assemble two parts permanently through unique installing methods. So you might have seen the rivets being used in many kind of applications. It is mainly used to join two plates together. How does it work? Put a rivet through a drilled hole in the material being fastened. Make a smaller end deformed using external impact to flatten this end and secure it tightly. You can see the image. A rivet is pushed through a hole and the other end is harmed and make it flattened so that the two plates will be joined together. The major materials used for making these rivets are aluminum, copper, brass and steel. What are the type of rivets? There are many different type of rivets. Some of the major important rivets are solid rivets, tubular rivets, blind rivets, drive rivets and split rivets. Solid rivets, the shaft of the rivet is deformed with a hammer or a rivet gun. Solid rivets are driven using a hydraulically, pneumatically or electromagnetically actuated squeezing tool or hammer. The applications are aircraft structural parts, bridges, cranes and building frames. When there is a more strength is required to hold two materials together, and when there is a requirement of having an extra safety, we tend to use solid rivets. Tubular rivets. Tubular rivets also similar to the solid rivets. Only difference is there is a hole at the center. The needed force to apply a tubular rivet is about 1/4 of the solid rivet. The applications are lightning, brakes, ladders, binders, HVAC ductwork, mechanical products and electronics. Blind rivets. Blind rivet consists of a rivet and a mantle through the center. Blind rivet can be installed without access to the backside of the item being riveted. The rivet assembly is inserted into a tight hole through the mantle to be joined, and a riveter or a special tool is used to draw the mantle through the rivet. The applications are home appliances, attaching nameplates, signs, hinges, doorknobs, handles, ceiling decorations and woodworking. So in this blind rivets you won't be able to see the other end, so you'll be pushing the rivet through one side and drawing it forcefully so that the other end will get squeezed and form a kind of projection or a stopper, so that both the plates or material will be clamped together. Drive rivets. Drive rivet is a type of blind rivet that is installed by driving the center pin into the body of the rivet using a hammer in order to cause the other end of the rivet to flare out and fasten materials together. So in this type of rivets, it is also there is a hole and a pin will be forced through that, and the other end will get expanded so that both the material will be held together. Split rivets. Split rivets are ideal for piercing through softer materials such as woods, leather and plastic. You might have seen this kind of split rivets in many of the small handicraft products. So let us see some of the images where you will see the applications of the rivets. You can see the solid rivets on a plate. So this is kind of aircraft structure. You can see this kind of rivets. And blind rivets, this is like the rivet we were speaking about. Only you have access to one side and the other side is not accessible. You use this one and you draw the mantle through the hole and squeeze the other end and make this kind of joining between the plates. Then tubular rivets. Tubular rivets are same kind of solid rivets with a hole at the center. So this is also one of the application you can see in this image. Dry rivets are rivets with a hole and you will be forcing a pin through the dry rivet to get the other end expanded so that both the components will be held together. Split rivets, you can see a small split rivets will be used. It will be easily you will be able to install and assemble two components together. Only you have to expand the other end of the pin so that both the material will be held together properly.